My name is Maryam Al-Rashdi. I am the founder and the CEO of the Ontario Centre for Special Education in Doha, Qatar. My story began 16 years ago when my son Kareem was given the diagnosis of autism at age 3. It was a very big shock. At that time, 16 years ago, the pediatricians in the Arab world did not know about autism. At that time, in the entire Middle East, there were no schools or programs my son could attend. I got tired of my son being kicked out of every nursery. And it was very hard for us, my husband and I, to explain to our family and friends, answering their questions about my son. In the Middle East, we're very proud of our boys, and sad to say that autism affects more boys than girls. My husband and I had to make a big choice and sold everything we have so we can afford to get therapy for our son. And then we made the big move from Oman to Canada. And that is why I named my center Ontario. I name it Ontario because in Ontario, Canada, my son said his first words, and I continued being loyal to that place where this huge event happened in my life. Doctors once told me that my son will never make it. Doctors told me that my son will never be able to read or write, but I did not believe them. I looked into my son's eyes and I believed that he will make it, and I will help him, and together him and I will make a difference. All the kids who attend the Ontario Centre, in my heart and in my eyes, are representing my son Kareem in a different shade. When I came back from Canada, I brought to the Middle East everything that I've learned and saw in Canada. From the way the therapy was conducted, the materials and technology that was used, I brought back with me also a different vision about how societies should be treating people with special needs. Accepting them and understanding people with special needs and understanding and accepting their difference. For the past 16 years, and before the Ontario Centre, I had turned my house into a volunteer training centre. And every Friday, I would welcome moms from all backgrounds to help them cope with the shock of autism. At the Ontario Centre, we have a variety of programs, starting from early intervention into programs for older people with autism. For older people, we have made it like a home away from home, where students can come and learn social skills, daily living skills. The students here are so happy. We make them feel like they're at home. This is not about giving therapy. This is about improving the quality of people's life. At some point, I suffer when moms come to me crying right after receiving the diagnosis of autism in the hospital. It's very difficult because I live back with them my shock with Kareem. And they ask me a lot of questions that I don't have answers for. Will my son ever talk? Will my son be able to be mainstreamed? Will my son make it in life? In my journey, I have accomplished a lot. I have advocated my life to make this world a better place for people with autism. And I see my son growing, and the challenges are growing with him, and they're becoming different every day. I'm very proud to say, with my love, people with autism will have sensory rooms in football stadiums to watch the World Cup in Qatar. Through my work through the World Cup Committee in Qatar, my work was even mentioned in the FIFA website. At this time, I have to admit, I can't stop thinking about children with autism in poor countries and in countries which are affected by war. What happens to them? How do their mom manage? Do they understand what's going on? How are they able to evacuate them when emergency bells come? I just can't stop thinking of them, hearing ambulance bells and bombs, and in poor countries when people don't understand them, how do they manage their anxiety? My dream is to have the Ontario Centre in every country in the world, in poor villages, in Africa, in Asia, everywhere where I can help people and help mothers. I wish I can ease the pain and rub the tears of all the mothers. I am ready to go across the world to help moms and children with autism, if given the chance, because simply this became my mission in life. Lots of love to all the mothers in the entire world, and all the fathers, and of course all my angels, boys and girls who have autism. At the end of my message, all moms in the world, whether you're in Canada or USA, Qatar, Egypt, Africa, India, China, our challenges are very similar. Our lives are very similar. Together, we can make a difference. I love you all. مريم الراشدي.